Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of 80 Days. In the last episode, we set off from Athens, and we are on. No, we didn't set off from Athens, we departed towards Athens from Meteora Valley. And in there, of course, as we've seen in the previous episodes, we will get pop ups basically during travel. And this is the first one, obviously. Carriages ran along the winding mountain road from Meteora. We clambered aboard one and just saw them rattle away along the coastal road. Far below, boats plied the Aegean waters. A far better way to travel, no doubt. Converse. Royal Tales. Health. I have to agree with that one. Antalya is one of the most beautiful places on Earth. As the carriage slowly dropped downward towards our destination, my mind went back to the monks of Meteora living atop the closed rock towers. Reaching towards the heavens but never touching. Would humanity ever cross that threshold? It seems certain. Humanity's desire to find boundaries and then transgress them seems to me quite unstoppable. In all walks of life, both the good, bad, devout, and depraved. Market. You know what? I am not going to do that. Explore. My master was not, as a rule, particularly interested in fabulous locales and exotic cities he journeyed through. Athens was the exception that proved the rule. He fixed me with a look. Do you speak Greek? Not enough to find our way around, I replied rather prosaically. My master nodded sadly. Demonic variants more commonly spoken to the streets of Lurin were reduced to asking direction through a combination of mime, opposite quotations from Homer, and half remember flattery. We picked our way through the labyrinthine streets of the Plaka and up to the Acropolis. I watched Monsieur Fogg as I looked upon the Parthenon's magnificent columns, though his lips did not as much as twitch. They looked for a brief moment joyous. I knew it. I knew that under the icy exterior an Englishman's reserve lurked a soul. It was impossible to feign such joy. As we stood admiring the architecture, I was rudely knocked into by a small man with thick glasses. I caught his arm in case he should fall, and he smiled and thanked me quickly. My apologies, murmured. Murmured. Occupied by the sight, perhaps? I suggested cheerfully, and the man smiled. I have seen it many times before, though. Yes, it is most impressive. He put out his hand to shake me to the Sophos. I am the owner of a Mods shipping freight company based there. And where do you sail? I inquired. To Cairo. Thank him. Though it seemed unlikely we would take it. So yeah, we could go to Cairo, but I want to go to Antalya. So we are going to Izmir. Depart. Izmir. Hire extra space, sure. We boarded the daily ferry across the Aegean Sea and then Sat on the deck outside and enjoy the sunshine. Nice. Getting some much needed rest. Converse. Money. And Izmir. Alexandria. You can buy scarabs that for sale in Dubai, so okay. Let's try to remember that. Other passengers milled around, talking loudly and drinking, also chilled by chips of ice carving blocks in the hold of the ship. I kept close eyes on our positions. This place had an air of souk that might be taking cut purses, otherwise I spent my time watching the scenery go by. Even a valet must take time off. Relations with fog has started to strengthen slightly. Excuse me. Right. It's so late that we have to rest anyways. We can't even explore. The port of Smyrna, or Izmir as the locals called it, was the gateway to Ottoman trade with Europe. The British and French had their own consulates and private quays. There were also Dutch and Venetian flags among the fleets of the trade ships and dirigibles. I struck up a conversation with the Greek textile merchant, marking off bolts of raw silk from Venice. Guilty as charged. I am a tourist. I don't understand tourists. Why go somewhere unless you have a purpose? You made another mark in her ledger with more force than was strictly required. I am at master's mercy. I shrugged. He wishes to travel more than I follow. She flashed me a smile for that, and you have a purpose. You are not a tourist, but a working man. I asked about Donald Dragon. She shrugged. I have no idea of the most pleasant journeys, she replied, but the fastest must surely be the Kamertaj from Istanbul to Tehran. That's from Istanbul to basically Turkey to Iran. Or Persia, depending on the name at the time. It's a whole new kind of engine, they say. That's a pretty good distance. I bade her farewell as the moon rose. A sailor played a tune on a lyre, with his companion sang along. It's a beautiful night in Izmir. Yeah, you can see now you can see exactly how long that is. But now we have a route. Okay, so the thing opens at 7 AM. I am going to stop here. Not stop here, but stop at the market at 7 AM. I don't need this one anymore, I think. I don't think I really need to sell anything here either, so let's explore, I guess. New routes discovered. Istanbul. I want to Antalya though. I shook my head. I'm not going to Antalya. I watched the people play dominoes. There appears to be a strategist and counterplays, but it seems as random as a game of Find a Lady, a despicable pastime. Nice, that's where I want to go. Depart. Jesus map. Alright, it departs tomorrow, then we can... Oops, damn it. I guess we just rest. With what remainder of the day, I buffed and shelled my master's pocket watch, just spent a few par, and engaged another guest in conversation. Woolen cloaks from Baghdad. I'm not interested in snippet. Not really, but okay. Yeah, we need to hurry. The fact that we're traveling in a fishing troll is a bit worrisome, but oh well. We bought a small boat that smelled of various kinds of fish and which put out from port at first light. Converse. Let's talk about Antalya. Antalya... Tehran. Antalya, Baghdad. Not really anything useful, but... I could have been a fisherman. A slow glint of the waves that could lull one to sleep if the fish themselves were so damn slippery. The silence of the open water, no one to issue orders except warm baths or cups of tea at exactly the correct temperature and with the requisite half finger of milk. Wow. Dispatched as the fish are tossed back alive, on hearing which the fishermen with whom we are selling were most furious with me. A duck hustled below deck, the curses ringing in my ear. My master looked up from his book and merely out his nostril, declaring, "Passepartout, you smell of fish. Perhaps I'm too soft to be any kind of hunter." Converse. Antalya, Beirut. Beirut. Baghdad. Really? How about speaking of Beijing? Lahore. How about Beijing, Pyongyang? Did I learn something valuable in terms of routes? I hope so. That's interesting. We rounded the coast of Turkey, clinging to the shore. We saw several other boats playing in the waters. I asked one of the fishermen about the fishing vessels and ferries. Busy little place this. Water's the quickest way to anywhere, except airships are put in, but they are provided from Antalya. You can't get aboard unless you know the right people. A few hours later we were on dry land once more. A bath, Monsieur Fogg murmured, "I must have a bath." Oh, so that means we are going to stay. But mask, the carnival mask, is very useful. If you're going to Alexandria or Beirut, this would be a good buy. Okay, we're going to Alexandria or Beirut. Okay, I had to go to Beirut anyways. So yeah, we're going to have to stay the night, and that's what he wanted, so we can have that bath, probably. I spent my afternoon rambling around Kalechi, the historical centre of Antalya, which was where I happened upon a group of Turkish shotguns unloading crates of Venetian goods into a warehouse flying the French flag. They had a passable grasp of French. No doubt the prerequisite of working for the French employer, one Monsieur Fontaine, though we never met him, one of them asked bitterly. Is he a good employer? I asked politely, simply to make small talk, alas my innocent inquiry was not taken as such. Why do you ask? A doctor fired back, crossing his arm. Perhaps you are Monsieur Fontaine. My name is Passepartout. The likely story was the retort. That is not even a real name. I was trustful of the accusation, and despite my protest to the contrary, the idea of their masters masquerading as tourists was thought to be dislodged. After assigning myself to the role, I gave a booming laugh at the sort of Monsieur Fontaine of my imaginings would boom. Such an empathic fellow he was, prone to making friends. An act of random generosity, alas my invented backstory saw me doling out banknotes to those dockhands, damn it, quite haphazardly. Thus I was ensconced in my role. I spent a cheerful if deceptive afternoon getting to know my employees and inspecting the merchandise they cracked open a crate with a treasure trove of Venetian glass glittering blue-green in the Italian sun. I pocketed a particular fine piece before they bid me a respectful farewell. If once had gone down a little, relations with Fogg strengthened slightly. Now let's go to Beirut. Nefertiti is Egyptian queen or pharaoh, female pharaoh. I don't remember the name. I think they are famous. I just don't remember the details. The Nefertiti was a tall-masted Egyptian clipper that sailed around the coastline from Antalya all the way to Alexandria. I asked the skipper if he had considered longer voyage via the Suez Canal, but he only laughed. The fees young men are quite extortionate. How extortionate? I gave him a pretty look. You will not buy me or my boat, he replied, if that is your intention. My liberty is worth more coin than you have, I nodded, and we did not pursue the conversation further. Commerce more. Beirut, Cairo. Cairo, Luxor. Luxor, Aswan. Astrakhan, that's to the east. Goodbye. This is Astrakhan, probably. Yeah. I want to go to Baghdad. I want to go east. So much for my plan going via north, by the way. The evening drew on and the crew served gin slings with great cheer. The captain nodding to me as liquor report enjoyed the call for us. Known as Jovitas, I saluted him with my glass and savoured a cool drink as the sun went down in fire and smoke across the sea. Market. Very valuable. This can become interesting. That is all I will buy, but I will sell this one. Riyadh. Plan. let us rest. Maybe I'll get some information on how to travel east into Baghdad. We found no true hotel, only a boarding house of rooms around the eccentric courtyard in which a fountain danced, and various people sat and talked in hushed tones. As I looked about, I found something suspect in every pair of eyes I met, so naturally I was curious. I introduced myself to a likely-looking pair that had just arrived from Baghdad and full afterwards of that city. Tell me more, this is exactly where I want to go. And tell me more, Enderman. When I saw the woman, one Madame Issy, a little enthused about the generous hospitality and warm welcome expected from all. Baghdad is, I shall look forward to it, I declared cheerfully. Yes, I got what I wanted. Madame Issy and her male companion took their leave from the fountainside, insisting on recommending a spot in town where we might find a driver to Baghdad before going. I was left sitting beside a fountain, listening to the whispering water until I retired. Oh yeah. Depart. Let's go east to Baghdad. It's very comfortable, but it's exactly where I want to go. So this is good. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.